If you run a staffing and recruiting agency, you've probably come across Clay. However, the one thing probably stopping you is how expensive it is to run. Look, I'm not at the end of the month just yet and I've already run out of credits. So before I go ahead and upload more credits into my account, I wanted to show you, if you're a staffing and recruiting company, that you don't actually need a ton of credits to use Clay effectively. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I would actually launch a campaign using 0 credits. Okay, so let's get into this. This should hopefully save you a lot of money. So what you're going to want to do is go to a new table. What we're going to do here is search for companies that are hiring for a specific role right now. So what you want to do is open a new table and go to find jobs. Right here, you just want to put in the type of role that you want to recruit for. Let's say, for example, it's a controller. Let's say we want to do the United States. Just pick the US. What you want to do here is toggle on has a recruiter. So this means it has a hiring manager or someone attached to the job that's actually posted the job, so we can reach out to them directly. It's just way easier. If we don't want to use any credits, then we can do this, right? If you do want to use credits, then you can do it a more effective way, but this is for 0 credits, completely free, and you'll still see results like this. So I'm just going to preview jobs here. Let's see how many controller jobs there are in the US with a hiring manager attached to the LinkedIn job. Now, the benefit of this is, of course, the person who's posted the job will know about it, right? You won't be reaching out to people saying, oh, I don't know about this job, blah, 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 this and that. You go straight to the source. So you can see I've got 1.6K basically jobs open here. So I'm going to port this into a new table, continue for free, right? So everything so far is completely free, 0 credits used. And what you want to do is just wait for this to update. So we have all of the rows here, and then we can go and start filtering down this list and getting into the good stuff that I'll show you in just a second. So it looks like all of them have been uploaded now. First thing we want to do is get rid of all the duplicates. So there'll be tons of duplicates in here. You can see there's 700, right? 701. So get rid of all these duplicates. We've got 890 companies posting for a job. Then what you want to do is go and use a filter to remove all the staffing and recruiting companies. Okay, so this will require some manual intervention, once again, because this is using 0 credits, not costing you anything. It will be slightly more manual, but you can still automate a ton of it. So if you go to filter this column and go for company name, does not contain any of, and then you can put in keywords here, like search, recruit, I think you need to enter after, search. Yeah, there we go. Recruit, staff, hire, job, career. Right, you just want to think of all like keywords that you can exclude from these companies. That's already removed 130 companies from this list. Obviously, you need to go through and remove companies like Robert Half, right? And you can just click that and click delete. If I just click here. So once again, require a little bit of manual intervention, but let's just assume that's pretty safe for now. Then what you'd want to do is, you notice some of these job titles aren't quite right. Usually you would have to use AI to do this, and you'd use an AI credit, but I found a way to get around it using Clay. So what you want to do is insert a column to the right, and we're just going to put normal text column, okay? And we're going to go into here, click edit, and leave it as text, and click this little settings icon, and click formula. So we're going to use AI to help us create a formula that's actually not using any credits to clean up this list. So if I say clean the job title to just include. Basically what I want to do is, you see where some job openings had like controller, financial, blah, 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 with loads of different things in there. We want to remove that, right? And once again, typically this would actually be done using AI, using a credit, but you can do this without using a credit. I'm going to show you how. Okay, it's perfect. So I've done this now. I've got it all in lowercase as well, just so it flows better in the email and looks like I've actually written it. But I basically said clean the job title to just include the actual job, all in lowercase, removing all excess words and numbers. So you can see this one here was Senior Project Controller 177559, and it's got Senior Project Controller here. So this is not using any credits, and it's actually working. So that's awesome. So done that here, boom, and it looks all good for all of those. Food beverage controller, right? Awesome, cool. Now I want to do the same with location. So because for example, if I just use this as a variable, Warwick, RI, then it doesn't look real in an email, and people will pick up on that. So what we want to do is go to insert a column to the right and just have text. Then I can edit this column and go to settings again. Then I want to create a formula and use AI to do this. So I'll say just return the city from this column, and then I just put in the column. So I say just return the city from this column, and then put in location. Obviously some say United States, you can see here, right? So say if column says United States, just return the US. Okay, once again, to make it once again, this is just to actually make it make sense. Like if you say, hey, saw you had a controller job opening in the United States, that doesn't make any sense. If we say the US, doesn't sound as personalized, but we're working with the best of what we've got here. So output is correct, save. Once again, using 0 credits. So this is a little cheat code, should save you tons of time. And you can see, look, now we can actually drop this into like the email. So we can use these as variables. I'll just hide the original ones. So now we can say to the person, and the person is here, add as column. So you've got the recruiter name attached. And then once again, you guessed it, first thing we can do is add another column to just get their first name without even needing to use credits for AI. So go to edit column, click on the formula, use AI, just return first name. Okay. And then include their recruiter name, boom, generate formula, and we've got the first name. That looks correct to me. Awesome. So hide this. And then the only other thing we need is actually to be able to reach out to them on LinkedIn or email. The only credit it's going to cost you here is if you want to get their email address, but I've done it so you can get their LinkedIn. So if you want to use an automation, LinkedIn automation, then you can do that. If you want to find that email address, you can either export this and put it into a platform like LeadRocks, for example, that pulls from their LinkedIn URL and do it cheaper. But I would recommend at least getting their email from here, which will cost you, maybe 700 credits or so for this campaign, which would be well worth it. So we've got their first name, we've got the job that's opened in a good email format, we've got the location, and if we want to go an extra mile and personalize it even further without using any credits, then we can say how many days ago the job was posted, right? So if I go to text again, create another column, go to edit column, press settings, go on formula, use AI, and I say return how many days ago this was. And then I put in the posted on. So it will tell me literally as of today how many days ago this job was posted, and I can use that once again as a variable in the email. So say I get the email address from here, I can export this CSV and I can say, hey Eric, notice you had a job opening for a controller in Warwick, saw it was posted 9 days ago, just wondered, are you still looking for someone? And because you're using all of these touch points, it looks more personalized rather than just a generic blast email. And because I physically don't have any credits in my account, I thought this would be a perfect time to do it, to show you that it cost me 0 credits. So if you want to find the email, of course, that will either cost you another database, such as Apollo or LeadRocks or any one of these ones where you can easily get email address from the LinkedIn profile, or you can just pull it from here. But nonetheless, that's literally how you get great data as a staffing and recruiting company on Clay for free. So there you go. Hope it helps.